In February of 2022, Russia invaded Ukraine. And in June of that year, they made it all the way to Svyatogorsk. They destroyed 70% of the town, homes, businesses, schools, churches. In 2023 and again in 2024, I visited and had the opportunity to see and film the town, talk to the people and hear their stories. We learned about what they were going through and why our support was so needed. Last fall, I went back again, and I'd like to share a bit about what I saw, how the town has changed and endured.
Що ця співпраця і взаємодія, те братерство з представниками американських міст, американських штатів, які зараз це ексклюзивна історична подія. І я дуже радий, що ми зараз за столом з людьми, які розпочали цей процес, за те, що вже було і пройшли історичний шлях. Ви можете на власні очі всі побачити ту правду, ту історичну правду, яка зараз відбувається на території України, побачити на власні очі, що робить російська агресія з нашими землями, з нашими будівлями, з нашими шкільними закладами, з нашими дитячими садочками, з нашими людьми.
Mayor Rybalkin has been our trusted contact in Svyatogorsk. Despite losing his own son in the war, through his courage, he's fought to keep his community intact. He also loves to fish, and even with drones attacking daily, finds a way to occasionally catch some.
Бачите, робимо дороги для того, щоб логістика вона зберігалася.
The town of Svyatogorsk is nestled between a small mountain range and the Donets River. Historically, it's been a famous pilgrimage site and tourist destination. It's also known for its vast fields of sunflowers, which many in the region believe ward off evil spirits and represent peace and prosperity. The first thing that struck me when we arrived back in town was how much more desolate it felt. This used to be a town of 4,000. Now only a few hundred remain, mostly elderly women with nowhere else to go. The drive-in felt different too. The need for body armor, contingency plans, and drone detectors were visceral reminders that nowhere was safe anymore. Many of the roads are covered in netting due to the ever-present threat of drone attacks. The only thing I'm used to worrying about while driving are deer. The damage that's been done in the last few months by Russian drones and cruise missiles. This was complete buildings when we were here last year. By the way, as we're standing here, we can hear the sound of artillery in the background. The front line now is 8 kilometers away from Svyatogorsk.
One of the rockets struck right here, so you can see this huge hole.
The explosion is what blew the car?
Yeah, the car was right here, so the car flew all the way there and landed and burned down. Imagine the blast wave, imagine the power of all of this.
Оцей був будинок дуже красивий з газобетону.
There was another car, Kia Soul, but the rocket struck it directly and literally nothing left of the car. This is a problem because the person to who this car belonged, he can't even make a claim that the car was destroyed because the car doesn't exist.
We visited the Sherwood Hotel, where I had stayed on all my previous visits. It was recently hit by 6 Shahad drones in an attempt to frighten and dissuade volunteers, aid workers, and other people like me from coming here.
It's an awful shame for a number of reasons, but it's just indicative of the types of structures that are being targeted by the invading army. It's hard when something that you have come to love, a place that you've come to love, in a city as beautiful as this gets destroyed, it's symbolic of our fight right now and the importance of supporting Ukraine, not just Svyatogorsk, not just Donetsk, but all of Ukraine.
As a final stop, Mayor Rybalkin insisted we visit a famous 600-year-old tree on the outskirts of town, which he said has always embodied the spirit of Svyatogorsk. Standing beneath it, I thought about everything this region has endured over the centuries. War, famine, invasion. Yet this mighty oak has held on through all of it.
Hey, there it is.
Yeah, we did it.
For safety reasons, we could only stay for a couple of hours. We said our goodbyes to Rybalkin and told him we were looking forward to hosting him in Ashland as soon as the conflict was finally over. But before we left, there was one last person I wanted to see.
Подожди, Славик, иди сюда, я тебе что-то приготовлю.
Добрый день.
Если помните, к вам год назад приезжал Бен, это мы эту организацию.
Отвозил меня,
Да,
и сумки мои все на свете.
Да, вот это
Хороший
вот.
человек, да.
Вернулся, да,
Большое
хотел
спасибо.
приехать к вам, увидеть вас, как ваши дела.
Спасибо
И
большое.
передать вам маленький.
Ну что?
When we met Yevdokia last year, she faced the future with a quiet resolve. Seeing her again, that resolve was still there, but we could see in her eyes the toll another year of war had taken.
Многие поуезжали, конечно. Ну куда уезжать? Во-первых, говорят, там тоже уезжает, а там, что-то мне говорили, что там тоже бахкают везде и всюду. Раз, второе, а потом говорит, там воду надо покупать, все проблемы, то все. Вот уже 79 лет у своей земле, знаете, на украинской мове, я ж читала, что потрібно. Я вот решила тут. Тут мама і бабушка, і всі, і син єдиний, 33 роки тут похоронені. Тут уже і мене як похоронять, як Бог дасть. Я надіюсь на Бога. Понимаєте, що Господь дасть, молимося Господу Богу, як Господь дасть. Звісно, дуже страшно бахкають, дуже ночі, дуже багато, до півночі не сплю. Тоді вже вранці засипаю. Ну, що ти зробиш? Каже один, війна. Казали в школі, що я ходяча енциклопедія, но вражини не допустила, но я вивчила ці слова. Хто не любить, тот не від Бога, ібо Бог є любов. Давай ми з ним сфотографуємо, хороша людиночка. Так, повернися, тебе обніму і все. Храни Господь тебе. Щоб бабцю не забув.
In many ways, we're still uncertain if what we're doing will make any difference to the outcome of the war, or if our support for Svyatogorsk and by extension for all of Ukraine will be for naught. But that's when we remind ourselves, like the Ukrainian people who refuse to give up or to back down from the fight, we also can't give up. We can't forget. This is our town, Svyatogorsk.
Now we have to be careful because there are drones over the road and we won't be able to stay long. But we're delivering the medical supplies and drone detectors that the people of Ashland donated to the town of Svyatogorsk.
The shahed hit the branch and exploded right above the roof. Hence this type of damage, because if it actually made contact with the roof, it would have gone all the way down.
25 людей і всі цілі, всі живі.
Wow. So they have the one building that they had, it was basically like communal living space, and 2 rockets on 2 sides landed right beside the building. But thankfully, there were 25 people in the building. Thankfully, all of them survived. Incredible.